So you're approaching a weekend coming up that's going to be full of a lot of things that you're not necessarily doing Monday through Friday. So you might be going on a weekend trip to Chicago or on just like that random getaway, maybe with your husband. But you want to enjoy yourself, but you also want to make sure that you feel good throughout the entire weekend. So we're going to kind of walk through the beginning to the end, and then especially what you can do when you're going out to eat so that you can enjoy those meals and also, stay on track or feel good because, it's one thing to enjoy your meal, but it's another thing to feel absolutely bloated and sluggish and just kind of awful even that night and especially the next day. So the first thing is your really staple things are going to be the most important before the weekend and then as you're going through the weekend. So what I mean by that is make sure you pack your water, not only for the drive, but when you get to your destination, maybe it's a hotel, bring your own water so that you always have access to water. You are way more likely to drink water when you feel like you have a large supply of water. So if you don't bring enough water, you're likely going to, drink your one water bottle semi slowly so that you have some for later versus saying, no, I brought plenty. I'm going to drink a lot of water so I don't feel dehydrated because there's nothing worse than feeling dehydrated. So bring a good stash of water. I have a cup. I don't have it next to me. I normally do. It's like a 32-ounce tumbler, and I always have it full of water. And I'm way more likely to drink more water when I have more in a serving versus doing like a bunch of random glasses throughout the day. So you can use that same principle as you're traveling. So stock up on the water, stock up on the healthy snacks that you're going to be traveling with. Protein powder, you can bring protein powder along with you. You can bring protein bars. Perfect bars are a great option. RX bars are good. I think Kind bars, sometimes I have hard time speaking. Kind bars are good. Pack the bars so that you have them quick and handy when you're on the go. And trail mix is a good one, or nuts. And if you have a cooler or you have access to one, just maybe even bring a small cooler, bring some deli meat and some cheese, things that you can make quick and that don't have a lot of crumbs. I know are really helpful too. Whole grain crackers are also good. So have a stash of food so that you don't feel like you have to go out for every meal, or if you're in between meals, you have options. And so bring plenty. And then, so that's kind of navigating like drink and breakfast throughout your weekend. Let's say it's Friday and you're traveling, and now it's Saturday, the day of the event, and in the evening you're going to have maybe like a large dinner and some drinks. So what you're going to do up until Saturday night is you're going to drink your 60 ounces of water. You're going to walk every chance you can. So depending on like the crowd that you're traveling with, you might have a group of people who are choosing to go on a walk. Go on a walk with them. Or explore the area that you're in. Be on your feet. Choose to take the stairs if you're on floor 1 or 2 instead of taking the elevator. And invite your family and friends to do it with you. They might be thinking the same thing. They might be thinking, oh, I actually would like to take the stairs so I can get some steps in and just feel good. But they don't because maybe it's not like as socially acceptable. So invite them to do it with you. They might be relieved that someone else wants to do something like that with them. And just smile and move on. So that is one thing you can absolutely do. Is just look to get more steps in when you can. And so that's the day of the event. And so fast forward to the evening, maybe you have the opportunity to choose what meal you're going to be eating. Definitely make sure you have protein on your plate, add the veggies, and with the carbohydrate sources, just make sure you have a serving of protein or a good quality fat to match. So we don't necessarily want our meals to be super heavy in carb because that can just result in a crash and burn effect. So anytime you can have protein or fat to couple with your carb source. That's going to be great. And some practical examples at some restaurants are going to be, a lot of times they're going to have a chicken dish, chicken parmesan maybe, or a chicken pasta. Or I love, like, anytime we go to a restaurant and they have steak, I'm buying the steak. I love steak. So, and I have mashed potatoes with it, and I enjoy my mashed potatoes, but I enjoy my steak. And the broccoli that's also probably paired with it. So choose the option that has protein versus something like a cheese pizza, which of course you can have a couple slices of cheese pizza. Don't go overboard. Don't just like eat it as fast as you can and then feel bloated afterwards. Just enjoy it, enjoy your company, and make sure there's protein somewhere in there. So what I'll normally do is the steak. I'll also do the chicken dishes, or maybe there's like a tenderloin sandwich that you can try. And if you're doing a pasta dish, a lot of times the pasta bowls are huge and way over portioned. The pastas are just, they just want to give you a lot of food because they want you to have a good experience. But don't feel like you have to eat all of it. Split the dish with a friend or save half for later, especially if you have access to a fridge shortly after your meal. Just eat half and then bring half of it back to where you're staying and enjoy it as like a snack later when you get hungry. So those are some good practical tips I have. I think that was pretty much it. Wrapped it up. I guess maybe the one other thing would be a lot of times those meals are just naturally higher in calorie. They do a lot of preparation with like oils. So even if you are ordering something like even meats or potatoes are prepared in oil. So if you feel comfortable asking the waiter, which you can feel comfortable asking the waiter to prepare without oils, you can do that. I know sometimes it's a little socially awkward when you're the healthy one in the group, and it's just like you feel like people are maybe judging you for, everyone else got a craft beer and pizza and you're getting the salad with a martini or something. Just be confident and enjoy your space and know that you're gonna feel good later when everyone else has a stomach ache. So, and enjoy, and like I said, it doesn't mean you can't just enjoy a piece of pizza, but when we make these healthier choices often and weekend in and weekend out, that's when we're going to feel our best. So I hope you found that helpful.